Work works. Let me give you another example. I just made a video about it. If you went to the gym and someone told you you're gonna be in perfect shape in 9.5 months, that's when you're finally gonna have your six pack, you're gonna be in perfect shape and the sun is gonna hit you and you're gonna look amazing and all the women are gonna want you in 9.5 months at 10:34 on a Tuesday morning if you stick to this workout routine. Then you'd go to the gym every day and you'd be happy in 9.5 months on that Tuesday morning. But that's not how it works, is it? You go to the gym and you work your ass off and you don't see any change at all for a long time. You have to believe in the training, believe in the work you are doing, believe in the end it's all gonna pay off. That's how the gym works. That's how money works. That's how everything works. Most of you are capable of doing it for the gym. You know that if you go long enough and train hard enough, you will get the result in the end, but you're not capable of doing it for the money. You're not capable of saying, if I sit here, if I continue to do this, if I stay on the right path, in the end, I'll be rich. You sit and wonder, well, I've done a day's work now and I wasn't paid today. I did a whole day's work and I didn't get money today, so I'm gonna quit. Imagine you applied that to the gym. I went to the gym and I lifted weights and I'm still fat, so I'm gonna quit. It's exactly the same with money as it is in the gym. Work works, you have to believe in the work, you have to sit down, knuckle down, focus on the work, do the work, and it will do the work for the universe to pay you. All of your remunerations, everything you deserve, the universe is the most fair force on the planet. Absolutely everything you deserve in this world is given to you. I deserve all my millions and all my global fame. You deserve exactly what you've got. And if you want more, you have to work, you have to earn it, and it will be given to you. Believe in the work and stop being concerned about when it's gonna come. Instead, be concerned about what work you can do today.
You have to decide your top 3 or 4 wants. And it's hard because there's gonna be things you cut out. You might have to cut out that girl who wants all your time. Who's saying you're boring, all you do is work, let's go do this, let's go do that. Do you want her pussy or do you want monumental success? It's not easy, but you can only want 3 or 4 things at once. Any more than that is just garbage. You're just confusing yourself and you're confusing the world. When you want to write down your wants, you're allowed 4, max. You start writing down 10 wants, you're never gonna get anything. I promise you guys, I wanted money. I wanted to get rich. I wanted money so bad I couldn't live broke. I knew I deserved a life better than fucking wage slavery. I knew I couldn't listen to a HR department. I knew I couldn't listen to some retard telling me what to do. I knew I couldn't be told what to do by people lesser than me. I knew I couldn't watch people less smart than me have more money than I had. I knew I couldn't watch people have Ferraris if I didn't have one. I needed money. I wanted money. I was ready to do anything for money because that's what I wanted. And guess what I got? Hundreds of millions of liquid dollars cash because I wanted it. You're always going to do what you want. Have you noticed that you're actually quite a motivated person? You jerk off every time you want to because that's what you want to do. So you need to make yourself want other things and motivation goes away. Put the list together, choose your top 4 wants, make sure that you blink, cure your brain, reprogram yourself. Those are your wants. You don't care about anything else. And you'll find yourself unduly dedicated. You'll find yourself unquestionably motivated to get the things that you truly desire.
The number one thing holding you back is that you've come so ridiculously spoiled. You believe if you do some work, you deserve to be paid. And you want to know exactly how much you're going to be paid, when the money is going to come, before you do the work. That is your problem. Most people who have ever achieved anything in the world have put in thousands of hours of work into something without any guarantee they're going to get paid. They took a leap of faith. They believed in themselves, and more importantly, they believed in the work. Stop worrying about when all of this is going to pay off. Find work worth doing and focus on the work because work works.
Anyone who's making money knows the biggest problem in the world today is not finding money to make because there's money everywhere. It's easy to start a business. It's easy to get paid. The only problem that we're encountering is that everybody's a lazy idiot. Do you know that if I hired someone to send me a text message at 10 a.m. every day on the dot for 10 grand a month, most people would fail. It would come at 10:01 or 9:59. They'd make some excuse and say it was hard, or their fucking family got sick, or they were tired. It is extremely difficult to find anybody who is not incompetent on this planet. This is a planet plagued by eternal incompetence. I promise you, if you could turn your brain 100% on and remove all distractions, and focus on something that matters for 20 minutes a day. For 20 minutes a day, you can ignore everything else and you can give 100% of your consciousness towards a task. You will be massively successful. 20 minutes a day of focused exercise, 20 minutes a day of focused lessons on how to make money, 20 minutes a day of learning, 20 small minutes of focus, and you will win. Those 20 100% minutes are worth more than 1,000 years of 80% half on, because everybody's half on. And you don't get a competitive advantage when you're going through life half paying attention to opportunities, half paying attention to things you hear. So is everyone else. You have heard about Bitcoin and you didn't take any action. If you would have dedicated 100%, 20 minutes conscious investigation into Bitcoin when you first heard about it, you would now be a billionaire. It is extremely important that you learn this skill. It is that consciousness that gives you the competitive advantage above everyone else, because everybody around you is asleep. They're asleep to opportunities. They hear about things, they do nothing. They're asleep to how they're being lied to. They're asleep to how they feel. They're asleep to why they do what they do. Why are they with the person they're even with? Is it because it's the only person who tolerates them? Nobody is awake. If you wake up, if you stick your head above the crowd, if you look down on everybody, it's extremely easy to plot a path to victory. So, you need 20 minutes a day of consciousness, and that consciousness must be focused on physical health or financial literacy. We teach both of those inside of the real world, and if you can do that, you're allowed to be asleep for the rest of the time, because most people are asleep all of the time.
Your competition is zero. They're just out drinking, watching sports, distracting themselves on TikTok. They're losers. All you have to do is focus on yourself. Focus on yourself. You're going to win.
In fact, yesterday, Tristan said this yesterday. The best day of most people's life isn't even my average Tuesday. Yesterday, I wake up with a woman on either side. I wake up, I go downstairs, my servants bring me breakfast, I train outside in the garden. I send the two women away so that one of my mothers with the child can come up and play in the pool for half an hour. I then go to a meeting and I walk away with about $11 million. Then we went to Gal, which is a restaurant. I was sitting there and I ordered a $900 tomahawk steak. Tristan said to me, Andrew, you just pulled up in a Bugatti Chiron to one of the most famous restaurants in the world and ordered a $900 steak. I'm like, yeah. He goes, yeah. And to us, it's just lunch. It's not a birthday. It's not an anniversary. That's my day. At no point during that day am I like, yes, Bugatti. Yes, women. Yes, money.
You as a man should be offended by the fact that my brother and I started miles below you and have surpassed you in every single human metric. That should bother you. But you should also sit there and go, why are they beating me? They started below me. They started the race way back there. And I was so lazy and so stupid, and I took life for granted, and I expected everything to be given to me, that these guys have managed to lap me and surpass me based purely on hunger and grit alone. They had no advantages. All they had was this innate desire to do anything it took. Now is the time. Every single day you need to wake up, take action, and get things done. It is extremely important that you are never in a position where you lack motivation ever again. It is extremely important that you never fuck up an opportunity that is handed to you ever again. And these things are conscious choices you make by changing your lifestyle. The smartest thing rich people ever did was come along and say to all the poor people, money doesn't make you happy. Don't worry, I'll keep all the money because it doesn't make you happy. You ever seen a rich man give his money away? No, they say money doesn't make you happy. You keep slaving away for minimum wage. I'll stay over here a millionaire, but I'm not happy, so don't worry. Don't be jealous. Bollocks.
Everybody is the exact same amount of stressed and anxious. Nobody is happier than you. Nobody is less depressed than you are. Nobody is going through life with less worries than you have. Everyone is exactly the same. We feel the same. So for that reason, why not have a huge empire, right? You think that if you don't try very hard, you won't have worries and stress. If you don't put yourself out there, you don't take risks, you don't have to worry about it all going wrong. But now you're just stressed and worried about the bills. And now you have FOMO because you can't afford to go to Saint-Tropez and Dubai when everyone else can. And now you're mad that your car broke down and everyone else drives Lamborghinis. Don't you understand that you can either be stressed and miserable and unhappy and worried about the fact that your massive, monumental empire might be collapsing around you because federal agencies are after you, and that somehow, even though you've only made $100 million this year, you have to pay a $35 million tax bill, and you can have a driveway full of supercars, and you can be one of the most famous men in the world, and you can have all the stress and anxiety and pressure that comes with that, or you can have all the stress, anxiety, and pressure that comes with sitting in the commute on your way to your bullshit job in Starbucks, depressed because your car's crap and you can't get a girlfriend. You are going to be miserable. You're going to be stressed. You're going to be depressed. You're going to be anxious all of the time, no matter what you do. So why not use your time to build a massive empire? And at least then it's worth being stressed and anxious and depressed. Whether you do it or you don't do it, you're going to regret it. Happiness doesn't exist. Forget the fucking happiness. You're never going to feel that way. You're always going to feel the way you feel right now. So the way you feel right now is worth it if you have a massive empire, and it's not worth it if you don't. There is no such thing as building this fantastic dream life where you don't feel that way. A lot of the reasons why you're not taking risks and you're not doing things is you're worried. You're concerned about how, if it goes wrong or the problems that come with it, or can I afford it? You're going to feel like shit no matter what you do. So just go win. It doesn't matter. Who gives a shit? I'm happy to be stressed and depressed. I'm happy to be anxious and worried and nervous. I'm happy to have all those things because I have a fantastically large empire. It's worth it. I would not be happy to feel that way if I had your life. Because I don't even know who the fuck you are. And you're watching my video. You lost everything. Are you going to freeze to death? Like the 1800s where you lose your house because you've been evicted by Indians or whatever as you were trying to cross the frontier. And they ran up on your wagon and scalped your wife. Like, that's not going to happen. No one's going to scalp your wife. No one's going to murder your kids. You're not going to freeze to death. You're not going to get typhus. You're sitting there worried about trying hard. Oh, what happens if I fail? Basically nothing. It's free spins. You're just going to win. In the end, if you keep spinning, you're going to win. And if you lose, what happens? Oh, you have a little bit less money. Oh, you can't buy champagne in an overpriced beach club for a few months. Who gives a shit? You're always going to have food. You're always going to have somewhere to sleep. It's always going to be warm enough. How bad can it really go? We talk about the world being a bad place, but it's actually better than ever. Truthfully, despite the fact they print endless money and they rob us all and the politics aren't real and there are no elections, truthfully, the world's probably more peaceful than it's ever been. Europe's not at war. The Teutonic Knights are not going to come and chop your balls off. You're scared of trying in case you fail. What's the price of failure, really? The true price of failure is sitting there living, not knowing if you could have made it or not. Because most of you, even though you have a shitty, brokey job, your life's fine. You go to work, you waste your time, you waste your life, but your bills are paid, you get to eat every day, your dick gets wet now and again, your life's fine. What's the punishment for not trying? The punishment is wondering, could your life have been better? If you have no shame, if you're not the kind of person with honor and dignity, then you don't feel a punishment. You just get to work your bullshit job and have your bullshit life. But if you have any kind of shame, you sit and wonder, could I be doing more? The punishment's self-inflicted. There is no price for failure anymore. You can do whatever you want. You can try a new business today. You can try and make money right now. It can all go wrong. What's going to happen? What's going to happen? You're going to get the bubonic plague. Are you? You're going to end up getting hung, drawn, and quartered. Nothing's going to happen. So stop being a bitch and try anyway. It's better to try and fail and know you couldn't do it than sit and wonder what your life could be if you stop being a lazy piece of shit. You know what's amazing to me? People who refuse to succeed in life don't seem to understand that being successful is actually the laziest thing you can do. Think about it. Which is harder? Which is harder to do? Being overweight and being self-conscious of the fact you're overweight and not having a girlfriend because you're overweight and everyone mocking you for being overweight, or just going to the gym. Which one's harder? It's harder to be fat and lack self-respect and lack the respect of others and be lonely forever than it is to go to the gym. Going to the gym's the lazy option. It's the easy option. Go gym, be in shape. You got to deal with any of that crap. Same with working hard and making money. What's easier, being in a constant state of FOMO and guilt and poverty, or dedicating yourself for a few hours a day so you can pay your bills? You're actually taking the harder option. The lazy option, the truly lazy option, is to be successful. The real dedication and hard work doesn't come from success. It comes from failure. Because every single waking second and all of the minutes you're asleep, you have to deal with the consequences of your monumental underperformance. Why do you go to the gym, Andrew? Is it because you're dedicated? No, it's because I'm lazy. I go to the gym because I'm lazy and I don't want to be dedicated to being a fat fuck. And I make money because I'm lazy and I don't want to be dedicated to poverty. Do you understand the inverse here? Do you understand the laziest thing you can do is have the best life ever? If you truly love chilling so much, if you truly lack motivation, if you're truly not a tryhard, then just get stuff done. Then you can stop thinking about it, stop worrying about it. That's the best thing you can do. If you're really dedicated, stay ugly, stay fat, and stay broke. Go for it.
Now you get to dedicate your life to eternal suffering. Enjoy.